Hello, pile number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing what are people curious about when it comes to you, what is interesting about you, what stands out. That's going to be the topic. And I will be doing an extended on how you can enhance your charisma, how you can become more interesting. So you can check out the extended. For that, I will leave a link along with the timestamps. That will help support the channel as well. And I've noticed a lot of people joining the membership, new people joining the membership lately. So thank you so much for all the love and support. Let's start today's reading. It's not going to be a too lengthy one because I pulled only a few cards, but let's see what comes through. This is the card that came out for you. We have 0, which is the Fool. We see this little chicklet, very cute. I'll start with 3 cards, then we'll add more. We have number 9, Bouquet. This is also the Queen of... Wait, it's Spades, right? So Queen of Swords energy. I almost said Queen of Cups because I consider flowers as, connected to beauty, so water element. But anyway, we have here cheerfulness and we see 3 glasses here. So it does always make me think of 3 of Cups as well. So these are the cards that have come out for you. Take the message that resonates, ignore what doesn't. This is supposed to be a fun reading. So pile number 1. What are people curious about when it comes to you? You could be someone who is really good at social settings, because clearly this is talking about a celebration or social event, people socializing. So your social skills could be really amazing. Your communication skills could be really good. So sometimes people would just feel like, especially introverted people or who are socially a little awkward, they could feel like, how is pile number 1 so good at these things? Because you have that energy of blending in with people really well, because we have young energy here. And notice how most kids, as adults, we find it hard to make friends, but kids can make friends with anyone. Kids are also full of curiosity. They have a lot of questions. So kids can talk to any person from any age group, right? And usually they're also more free spirited that way. They are not too worried about what people are thinking of them. They have less inhibitions. So I'm getting that young energy of the Fool. You have that pile number 1. There's something here about you where you can connect with people easily and you don't have too many social hiccups. You could also be someone who's naturally charming and good with your words. Maybe you have the gift of the gab. You're a charmer. You connect with people. You can make friends with them. You seem trustworthy. So these qualities are shining through. So people could be feeling curious, how does pile number 1 do it? So your personality, your ability to engage with people is something that catches people's attention. One more thing I'm getting is your beauty. You could be someone who looks way younger than your age. So a lot of people could be thinking, how does pile number 1 look so young? How do they look so youthful? How does pile number 1 have so much energy? I'm picking that up about you, like you're beautiful, you're put together. You could also be a person, maybe you have a lot going on in your life with like a lot of projects, or someone who's always busy working, but maybe you still take time to groom yourself and look very put together. You clean up good. That's the energy I'm getting. So a lot of people could feel like, how does pile number 1 find the time to juggle all these different things? You could be multi-talented or a good multitasker, or someone who has a thriving career, but at the same time your social life is good. You have good friends. You look very put together, groomed, good looking overall. And it's like you're also aging like fine wine. So these sort of elements I'm picking up here. There's some messages about your looks. It's about your energy also, how you're so energetic. You get everything done. There's a lot going on. Maybe there's a lot on your plate as well. And your skills with people. These are the qualities that are coming through very strongly. Maybe your diet also. Let's say you eat a lot, or you eat junk food, but then you have a slim body or something like that. Maybe people could feel like, how does pile number 1 eat all of this nonsense and then still look good? So these sort of questions are coming through. Again, take the message that resonates. For one person, maybe it's the messages for your diet. For other person, this could be your social skills. So let's look at more cards. You did get this card. Actually, originally I was going to put these cards for the pile selection, but anyway, I went with this one. We have number 2, Taurus, savor. So this is enjoyment. See, this is your energy. You savor the moment. Firstly, you're someone fun to hang out with. You're like a not a party person, but you're the life of the party. Taurus is also connected with jewelry, with your facial features, your face, your beauty, your aesthetic, and the sort of clothes, jewelry, these sort of things that you wear. So your assets. So that same message of you're looking beautiful, you're looking young, and the way you put an outfit together, or the fact that every time you go out, maybe you tend to look nice, then you put an outfit together. It's not something, I don't want to say easygoing, because every single person does have a different sense of style, but it's like a very nice outfit. It looks like a look. It's an outfit. It's not just a top or a bottom that you've thrown together. So that's the energy I'm getting. That same message of the looks, beauty, diet, food, all of that is here. But second thing is also enjoyment, savor, it says right here. So you savor the moment. You're fun to sit down with, fun to talk to, fun to connect with. Socially, you're so good. You're also chirpy. You're full of ideas. You seem like a positive person. So a lot of people could feel like, how is pile number 1 so positive? And how are they so open to ideas? They have broad thinking. They have big ideas, big dreams, big goals. And they take risks. Maybe that's your personality. But you're perceived in a very positive light, in a very open sort of energy. I can see your aura could be like a lighter color, like a yellow or even green, I feel, or white. These are the colors I'm picking for you. You have very light energy. And there's something here about you where you live in the present moment, even though there's so much going on. People could feel happy and a little delighted in your presence. So they're curious about where is this energy coming from? How is pile number 1 so put together? How are they so positive? And you also look younger than your age. There's something here about the eating habits also, because Taurus is connected with the natural second house, and second house is connected to the mouth. So what goes in, the food, and what comes out, which is your speech. Those things people could be curious about. And see, even the eyes are closed in this card. So it's that energy of just savoring, enjoyment, having fun. So how you can be a little carefree in life. Even if you have troubles, I'm not saying you have a perfect life or you're a perfect person. But even when, let's say, you have difficulties, obstacles, you seem very easygoing sort of a person. So a lot of people could look at you and feel like, how is pile number 1 so stress-free? They take it so easily. They have this energy. Maybe you don't make a big deal about your troubles. That could also be here. We have first house. It says self. You can read the keywords if you want to and see physical body. Like I told you earlier also, your body, your looks, definitely. There is some curiosity there. Maybe you could have a unique style also, maybe a signature look or something that people notice and they find very curious. And they're like, how did pile number 1 come up with that? There's a quirkiness also that I'm getting here. But see, here it says self-awareness, awakening. And I'm also drawn towards philosophy, your life philosophy. The way you live your life is something that people are curious about. The decisions you make, how you handle things, how you handle, let's say, difficult situations. You could also be someone who's humble. I can see that because we have the soft, humble, grounded energy with the Fool. So a lot of people see you as someone who's busy, very self-focused, and there's always something going on in your life. You're an interesting person. People are naturally curious about you because there's so much information. There's so much to talk about, so many questions people have that they want to ask to you. People are naturally curious in your energy. That's what I'm getting here. So you're an interesting person and fun to talk to also. And people are drawn towards you. They notice you a lot. And you could also be someone who maybe changes a lot or there's a lot of variation within you. Even though Taurus is a fixed sign, yes. But first house just gives me this energy of people are looking at you. They're focused on you. Maybe when you're sitting down, a lot of people ask questions about you. Usually what happens is people talk about themselves. but I'm just getting this energy of people asking you tons of questions. Let me know if this resonates or not. Next up, we have materialization. It's giving me a little bit of Hasta energy. Some of you could have that, Virgo. So you can read the whole thing. Let me show you the card if you want to. Here it says focus on your vision and make it happen. So you're very good with manifestation. You could be someone who's a risk taker with the Fool. As a first card in tarot, it speaks about taking a leap of faith. Sorry about the sunlight. I think I might have to move my setup for pile number 2 and 3. Let's see. But here we have materialization, which is bringing things into reality, bringing things in your mind, things you're manifesting into the material world. So materialization, this is very good to get along with Taurus, because Taurus is a fixed sign. Taurus is your income, your assets, things that are material, because it's an earth sign. Earth sign is naturally connected with real things, tangible things, assets. So pile number 1, you're really good with these things. You could be good with money also perhaps. And people could wonder, okay, how much assets and money you have. Maybe you wear something expensive, so people start thinking about, oh, pile number 1 is wearing this thing, so they must be rich. So there could be a little bit of curiosity about your assets, your money, maybe your family also. Taurus is connected to the house of family. But materialization is how you actually make things happen. So you could be someone who could share, let's say, a little idea or dream with someone, and then you make it happen. So people are like, wow, pile number 1 actually did it. So there's this energy of manifestation that is quite strong about you. You could be someone, because we also have magic here. I don't know how to say that. And this woman with the 3 heads, it does make me think of Lord Brahma in Vedic astrology. He had how many heads? 1 was cut off, but anyway, usually we see this sort of an imagery where we see 3 heads with Brahma. And he is the creator. He's the archetype of creation. So these two kind of go together, materialization and creation, but also manifestation and magic. So naturally you're watching a tarot reading, so you must be someone who is interested in occult, or maybe you're good with witchcraft. You could be really good with manifestation and these more esoteric things. You might share it with other people. People might kind of write it off and not pay too much attention, but then whatever you say kind of comes through. You could also have, some of you could have some psychic abilities or channeling abilities. You have a bit of magic within you. You could also have good intuition, pile number 1, and you invest in the right things, right people, and you're the sort of person to progress in life. So people could be curious, and I think it's the ideas you share, because we do have the house of speech. The zodiac sign, we connect with speech. So whatever you say kind of comes through, and then people start paying more attention. They are curious about you and they do ask questions, I feel. There's a lot of questions perhaps coming your way. Let me know if that's the case. But really nice energy, very interesting. People are intrigued by you. People are genuinely curious about you, pile number 1. It's more about the decisions you make, the things that you talk about, what you do in your everyday, and something here about your physical body also looks. You could also be someone, let's say people are going out. You could be a foodie. So perhaps if someone's going out with you, let's say a friend, you go to a restaurant, your friend would be like, hey, pile number 1, you should order, because there's some flair that you have with that. Maybe you know what's the best food to eat or something like that. I'm also getting. But anyway, read this whole thing. I think this could also be advice from spirit for you. You can definitely watch the extended if you want to enhance your charisma. Those of you who resonate with this reading, let's say 50%, and you've not realized the full potential, you can definitely watch that. It will help you. It will also help support the channel, so I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that was the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like, comment, give me some feedback, subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out. You can always watch the ads and the videos to support the channel. And yeah, join the membership if you want to book a reading with me. Everything will be listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 2, welcome to today's reading. This is your pile, the cards that I pulled for you. I had to move the setup because it got really sunny, so don't mind that. I will show you the cards. This reading is about what are people curious about when it comes to you, what they find interesting, what they find themselves questioning about you, all those sorts of themes. So now I will also be doing an extended on how to enhance your charisma, how you can become more interesting. So you can watch that. I will leave a link along with the timestamps down below. So let's start your reading. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. This is supposed to be a fun reading for you. And the guidance portion is, of course, for the extended portion. Here we have the Eight of Wands. This is the card that came out for you. We have a lightning bolt, lightning strike. We also have number 6, clouds right here. This is the Knight of Wands. Coffee cup. And we have number 14, Fox. This is the 9 of clubs, 9 of wands. Interesting, we got the 8 of wands, 9 of wands, then this is also wands. So lots of fire I'm picking up for you specifically. You could be out of the 3 piles today where you could attract a little bit of animosity or a bit of this competition from other people, right? They could see you as a competition. A lot of people might not understand you. They could have preconceived notions about you, could even mistrust you a little bit with Fox. A lot of people think that you are very intelligent, you're very clever, you're the sort of person to keep secrets, not share your secrets with other people. There's a bit of this sneaky energy. So somewhere maybe a few people don't trust you, or they feel like you're very clever but you don't share your knowledge and wisdom like that. People would have to earn your trust or get close to you, become a friend, then you would help them out. There's just this energy, a little bit of strategy they pick up about you. They feel like you have a trick up your sleeve. That's the energy I'm getting, like a person who let's say does a bit of research, or a person who is doing extra homework or doing some work behind the scenes. There's this energy of a hardworking person, clever person, someone who doesn't show all of their cards, fast moving person. There's also a separate message I'm getting for this pile, is that recently something could have happened in your life that a lot of people have questions about. They could be questioning you. You also have this energy naturally. It's your personality. You are someone who could talk in riddles, or you're the sort of person who has a lot of hot gossip, or people gossip about you quite a bit. You could be someone who's a bit of a dark horse. Maybe you don't share a lot of things with other people. You're secretive. You could have Scorpio placements, 8th house placements, but I'm getting this energy of a person who's a little reserved, maybe introverted, holds back, or you test people. You don't trust people easily. There's a bit of cynicism also. Melancholy, we have this card. So this shows a person who's very independent and spends time by themselves. You're not the sort of person to socialize too much, have too many friends, trust people easily. You're a little guarded with your energy. That's what I'm picking up. So naturally people will talk about you. They will be curious about you. They would have questions about you. So I think for you specifically, pile number 2, it's your personality that makes people curious about you. You're also someone slightly more independent. So you're not someone who's too social, or you're talking to people a lot. You're sharing your life events. You're telling people your history. So naturally there's this enigma that's being created, this persona that pile number 2 is a little hidden. They're secretive. You could also be the way you talk. You're the sort of person who, let's say if someone asks you a question, you answer with the question. I'm not saying you're super inquisitive. So I had my neighborhood stray cat come in. So I think it's also kind of an omen that you have a bit of a, maybe you are a black cat energy sort of a person. You're dark feminine. Also, if you're interested, I recently did reading on this on my membership, Black Cat Energy. If you're interested, maybe you might want to check it out. But you have a bit of a cat archetype where dogs are very approachable, they're very affectionate, they're very in your face, very expressive, whereas cats are more laid back, right? More, I don't want to say secretive. What would be the right word? And actually cats are known to be curious, right? Curious cat. So people are naturally curious about you because you hold back a little bit. People have to earn your trust, like you have to do with the cat. And interesting, enigmatic, mysterious, seductive. You have that vibe. Even we see the lady here, very seductive, Very interesting. You could invite envy also from people. You have aura. Back like sometime back we keep having these new memes like demure. That was like a big thing. And then we had aura. This person has this much aura level, that. So I'm getting aura. You have that. So the house that came out for you, we have 11th house. This is Aquarius energy. You are someone who's not, let's say, antisocial. You can have friends. People could be curious about your friends also. How you make money. These are some of the things. I think naturally your friends could be curious about you, right? You could have friends. I'm not saying you're antisocial, you don't make friends, you're a loner. I'm not saying that, but your friends could feel like, okay, I'm friends with pile number 2, but I don't know every single thing about them. There could be this energy where, let's say, you get together, your friends do most of the talking, and you're more of a listener. So you don't share your personal stuff too much, but you're a good listener. People feel heard by you, but at the same time they feel like pile number 2 does not reciprocate. They might overshare. You're not asking them to share. They overshare, but then they want to know details about your life too. So that's the kind of dynamic I'm picking up. People could be naturally curious about your friendships, like your friends within your friend circle. You could have friends that are not mutual friends. So for example, one friend thinks, okay, how's it going with your other friend? And you're like, you might be mysterious about that. Maybe you don't mingle your friends or share everything with everyone else. You might not gossip, or there could be natural curiosity. There could be even like this inner hidden competition, secret competition that your friends feel. So there could be one friend who likes you a lot, like very affectionate, they consider you best friend, and then they would maybe get jealous when you spend time with some other friend. So that sort of dynamic also I'm picking up here, where your friends, they might not know each other, and they could feel a sense of competition somehow, like they want to be your number one. So there's curiosity about your friendships, your friends, how you make money, like I said, how you socialize. You could be like a little reserved and introverted, like I said, but you could have a lot of friends, or you could have connections, knowing the right people at the right time, or maybe you're charismatic also, you're seductive, you know the art of seduction. So your friends could feel like, okay, I'm more extroverted than pile number 2, but they seem to have more friends and connections. How is that working out? So I'm saying that you are a charmer, and these are the things that are on people's mind. We see here friendship, group, creativity, community. This is what I'm picking up so far. I'm also drawn towards what looks like a couple's image here, if you notice. Looks like a couple, right? So your friends could be curious about your love life. Maybe you don't share a lot of that with your friends. People are curious about your friendships, your relationships in general. We have here healing, Chiron, number 27. See, I'm drawn towards the heart image. Some of you could have Venus plus Mars, because rose, whenever I see a rose, I think of Venus, Mars. We also have moon in the back peeking through, right? Your moon could be an air sign. Anyway, moon, Venus, Mars. But anyway, when I talk about this card itself, it's speaking about your love life here. So people might want to know about your love life, if you've been heartbroken, if you have an ex, something like this. So there's a lot of curiosity about your romantic life. And who are you dating? I think people can pick up on cues. If you start dating, you behave differently, and then your friends ask you about it. You might deny it. I'm just getting this energy of lots of questions, conversations, questions. Your friends are curious. They want to know every little detail. You could have very extreme friends, in the sense that your friends could have very different personalities than you, pile number 2. They could be very different than you. We have that meme, right? That an extrovert chooses an introvert and they just tag along. So it's that vibe that I'm picking up here. You could also be someone who's very calm. And the things you say, let's say if someone's sitting down with you, you talk to them, the things you say, people think about it a lot. You could be very philosophical that way. You could also be someone who gives really good advice. So a lot of people could come to you with their heartbreaks as well. So they're curious about your opinion on things. People could ask for your opinion. They're curious about your take on things. So you have good takes, you have good advice, you could be philosophical also, you could say certain things that makes people wonder, makes people question things. So naturally, it's your words, it's your opinion on things, your perspective on things that people are curious about. You could be someone who brings healing to other people. And also, like I said, you could answer questions with questions. So just the way you talk, you're very interesting. And you could say something, people don't catch on to it, but then let's say they go home and it occurs to them and they're like, oh, pile number 2 said this. I wonder what they meant. It's that energy of just curiosity and question mark, and you're like a riddler, or you puzzle people a little bit with your energy. Let's see what else we have here. We have High Priestess. You can read this whole card if you want to. Number 7 is repeating for you. Maybe 777 is a sign. Access your wisdom and listen to your intuition. Let me add one more. We have Blessing. I was drawn towards this angel in the back. Blessing. Number 27. Wow, this is repeating. I wonder if someone's date of birth is 27 who's watching this pile. Or maybe 27 of this month could be important or significant in some way. Someone come back and let me know if something happens on 27th. Like I said, you can read this whole thing. I'll show you. Use your power to light up the world. So when I see these two cards, I do get the same message that some of you could be light workers. You're naturally secretive. You have Scorpio energy, you have dark feminine energy, black cat energy, whatever you want to call it. You are someone people will naturally be curious about because you're scarce. Information about you is scarce. Your energy is scarce. You don't spend time with a lot of people. You're secretive. You're like hidden away somewhere. And you have High Priestess energy. You're mysterious. People have a lot of questions about you. You also give great advice, great guidance. You could be a tarot reader or some sort of a counselor, healer, someone like that. You can definitely do it and pursue it as a career for sure. High Priestess makes you naturally curious, and Blessing also tells me that you seem like a blessing to other people. 11th house is the house of gains also. A lot of people can see you as a blessing. A lot of people who don't know you could have wrong opinions of you. High Priestess, people ask you for advice and guidance. You heal people. People like being in your presence. See, eating, going out with you, eating. We had the cup of coffee there, and now here we have food. So people might enjoy going out with you, eating, and then just having conversations, asking for your opinion, asking for your advice, stuff like that. This card is also person sitting down. So this is the energy I'm picking up very strongly. Final card for you, we have Laka. It says love. Okay, this one does not have anything in the back. I just remembered with this card, see, here we have the heart, here we have love. And we see flower imagery repeating in both the cards. So that message of love, relationship, love life is repeating here. A lot of people could come to you for relationship advice. Now, one thing I want to mention is, because a lot of people will be watching this pile, for some person, maybe it's the love message. People are curious about your love life. Or people are wanting to get your advice on their love life. That's the message for you. For others of you, it's your personality that are people that have people curious. For others, this could be the fact that you are a light worker, you're an occultist, you're interesting, you're different, you're unique, you're weird, you stand out. So take the message that resonates, ignore what doesn't. This was the reading for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I would really appreciate if you would join the membership. It will help support the channel, and you can watch the reading on the extended portion, which would be how to enhance your charisma, how to become more interesting. So you can join that and watch that. If you enjoy this resonated, or if let's say you resonate with it 50%, you can reach your potential. So you can watch that reading as guidance on how to reach that potential. So that was the reading. If you want to book a reading with me, everything will be listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave some feedback, engage with the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I should do more of these. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing what are people curious about when it comes to you, what they find interesting, what they talk about, all those sorts of things. I will also be doing an extended for this video. Extended will be on how to enhance your charisma, how to become more interesting. So that will be listed down below along with the timestamps. If you join, it helps support the channel as well. So I've changed the setup. It was sunny there, so it's a little weird here. I will have to show you the cards. I'll hold them up, no worries. Don't mind it. Let's start your reading. So this is the card that came out for you. We have the Four of Wands with this pupil. We have this eye here. Some of you could have blue eyes, or people maybe compliment your eyes. They notice your eye color quite a bit. We have Three of Cups. This also came out in a recent video. 3 birds, 3 cups, and the sun in the back. We also have mice, number 23. Mice, this is 7 of Wands. A lot of wands have come out today. We have 4 of Wands here, 7 of Wands here. The reading before this had 3 wands cards. Interesting. So what am I seeing here? What do people find curious about you, pile number 3? Firstly, they look at you quite a bit. A lot of people could stare at you. You would notice it's a theme in your life. People naturally looking at you, staring at you. They're curious. Something about you just makes them stop and stare. Almost like, kind of like this mouse couple. It's like they're trying to steal the cheese, and I don't know, I'm thinking like someone is doing something, they look at you and then they freeze. It's giving me this energy of they're frozen. So it could be talking about your looks here, pile number 3. Maybe you're good looking. People notice you. They're curious about you. Maybe there could be a little bit of romantic interest also. There could be an interest in becoming friends with you. I'm overlooking towards my decks that I've kept, and I'm noticing a card where I see 3 figures sitting, and here also we have 3 birds. So there could be this energy of people could see you as a friend. A lot of people would like to be friends with you. You have a very nice energy, something about you where people trust you, they like you, you seem very warm and welcoming. You could be very social also perhaps, but there's this energy of either people having romantic feelings or people wanting to be friends with you. There's something about engagement, exchange, like people want to talk to you. You could also be fun very much in social settings. You could make a lot of friends. Let's say if you go to a party or you go to some social event, a friend takes you, you tag along. A lot of people could like you there. They could be quite impressed by you and you would make a lot of friends. So you're going in with one friend, you're coming out of the party or the social gathering with multiple friends. You have that energy. And naturally, people are curious about you. They look at you quite a bit. This could be about your looks. This could be maybe you dress very quirky. You are a different, maybe a signature style, something. Maybe you do your eyeliner a particular way. If you're a guy, maybe you have more of a flamboyant style. Something here about your look style could also be coming out. With mice, I think a lot of people could feel insecure. I'm getting this energy because mice can here speak about a bit of this scarcity sort of mindset. So a lot of people could look at you and feel like, wow, pile number 3 is so confident. So they could look at you and maybe get inspiration, or they could feel envy. They could try to copy you, emulate you. There could also be this energy where maybe you dress very rich, you seem like a rich person, you wear expensive clothes. So a lot of people could look at you and maybe they notice your fashion, they want to replicate it or something like that as well. Something here, just people looking up at you, maybe putting you on a pedestal. Either it's about your fashion style, your behavior, your confidence, your beauty, the way you carry yourself, your confidence, the way you speak. You maybe speak with a lot of assertiveness. So naturally, there could be this desire to get close to you, to learn from you, to copy you, or admiration as well. There could be envy also. It really depends on the person, the observer. This is what I'm picking up so far. There could be this energy of how you can gel up with people really well. How can you socialize so well? You seem like a leader and you could have followers. You could also be someone who's maybe famous on the internet or some sort of internet thing I'm picking up here. So a lot of people who follow you, but they don't know you at all because these are strangers. So there could be a lot of curiosity about your, let's say, your love life or your personal life, what you do for work, what you do for a living. So that energy also, a lot of people just watching, let's say, your content to pass the time. In their idle time, they're looking at you. So you could have admirers. We have Lord here. This also makes me feel like that king and queen energy. You could have that. Admirers, confidence, natural leader where people tend to follow you. They don't question you too much. You have confidence. You could have Leo placements also. Placements in the 5th house. You're good with socializing. You could also be an entertainer or like a public figure of some sort. Or when you're going out in public, people notice you. They watch you. That's what I'm getting. We also have the 7th house, relating. So people can relate to you, especially if they don't know you. Like complete strangers, they find something interesting about you. They're curious about you. Find you very interesting, drawn towards you. They follow you. And like I said, secret admirers, lots of people looking at you, wanting to date you. But they don't know your relationship status. They don't know if you're open to dating, if you're single. What's the situation? You naturally get a lot of attention when it comes to romantic partners, romantic interests. People want to date you. People have crushes on you. People have feelings for you. They want to figure out who are you interested in. Are you single? Are you dating? What's the deal with you? There's a lot of interest when it comes to your love life, relationship. Even if you're married, you could still have people being interested in you, hitting on you. And if, let's say, you've broken up or you're getting a divorce or something like that, people naturally would be curious about this area of your life. There's so much discussion and interest in your love life. Pile number 3, kind of like pile number 2 as well. This is slightly different though. The energy is slightly different. We have here death. That's why I was picking up this breakup and divorce sort of energy. Why? Because we had the 7th house and then it's followed by the death card, Pluto. Number 22, this could be significant. Actually, my date of birth is 22. So some of you could have a date of birth on the 4th or the 22nd. Moon could be prominent in your chart. Some of you could have moon in Cancer, Ashlesha Nakshatra, because the twin Nagas are connected with Ashlesha. Falls in the last degrees of Cancer. You could also have it in Scorpio because naturally death card is connected with Scorpio. It speaks about transformation. So firstly, I'm getting a glow up energy. If you are the sort of person, you're a late bloomer, you're going through a glow up, you've gone through a glow up, people would talk about that a lot. They'll be like, oh, pile number 3 completely changed. They used to look so different. Or glow up doesn't have to be just about your looks. It can be about your energy. It can be about, let's say, your bank account, your career, some area of your life. Something has drastically changed. People are picking up on it and they're curious. They're like, wow, this person is completely changed. Maybe they want to ask you. They have questions about you. Maybe it would be indecent or offensive to ask questions. There could be this energy. So maybe some of them hold back. They don't ask you. Maybe you've had a transformation in terms of your diet, food, body weight, something like that. Also because I'm noticing the body right here. So there could have been a big change in your life. That's one thing. And I'm just trying to click a picture here. Okay. So there could be a change, drastic change in your life, a glow up also. Because doesn't this figure give like glow up energy? It does to me. So maybe you've gone through a glow up. So people are curious about that. They want to ask you questions, but maybe they hold back. There could be this energy of ending also, maybe a relationship ending. You've been in a long-term relationship and that has ended. So now you're seeming like a different person, something along those lines. But a change, people are curious about your love life, people are curious about. And naturally, there could be a lot of people who don't know you too well. So that's why there could be a lot of curiosity coming your way. Right? We have here nature. I'm also noticing the butterfly, which is also a symbol for transformation, change. Let's see. Number 12. You can read these. This specific card. You can pause and read if you want to. It is time to harvest your abundance. So there, I just keep picking up this energy of you going into some change has occurred. Like we have seasons in our life. So in your life, you're going through a transition season. And I feel like a lot has changed in your life. Things are changing. So you're moving into a blessed time in your life, maybe after going through difficulties, or maybe it was a different life. It was maybe easy for some of you, and now you're moving into a different life. It could still be easy, but I'm just getting this energy of change, transition, transformation. But you're harvesting your abundance for sure. There's something here about you that speaks about confidence, feeling good, looking nice, change of energy. And you also got 2 cards from this deck. I was only hoping to pull one, but you know why this always happens with pile number 3? I always pull extra cards for this pile. Somehow that always happens. So I wanted to pull just one, but 2 came out, so I kept it. Here we have the muses. It says inspiration. The other one is Pele, determination. So now let's talk about the cards individually. Firstly, inspiration. This can speak about, again, a glow up. Maybe some of you are going to college, or maybe you had a regular job, now you started a new job, or like you've turned your hobby into a career. There could have been a massive shift one way or another. Like, this card gives me the energy of following your dreams. It also gives me the energy of creativity, inspiration, motivation. So something here could be talking about your career, so people could be curious about that, some sort of success you've had. You could also be a muse for a lot of people. They look at you. Like I said, you could be an internet figure, so they could look at you and find inspiration from you. Or you could be a muse also for beauty. For example, a lot of people find you very beautiful, so they copy you. You could be a guy, maybe you post fitness stuff, so people could follow that. There's just this energy of people looking at you, admiring you, feeling motivated by you. Or there could be have been a change in your life that people are noticing and they're curious about it. We have here determination. This card makes me think of there's a card in my favorite tarot deck, which is the Queen of Wands. And see, I was picking up Wands energy. Now it makes sense, because the Queen of Wands has a volcano image in that deck. So this card always reminds me of that card, Queen of Wands. And she also gives Queen energy. So you're someone who is like leveling up, glowing up, looking really nice. I don't know why I always pick up this energy of glow up in pile number 3. It just happens every single time. So pile number 3, what people are curious about is the fact that maybe a lot of people could not have paid attention to you earlier. Now you're looking very beautiful. You're looking your best you've ever looked. And maybe people didn't pay attention to you in the past. Something about you has surprised them or shocked them. Or you could have always looked nice as well, but something could have happened in your life recently that people are curious about. So take the message as it resonates to your situation, but there is this energy of someone who's strong, confident, beautiful, and people are noticing that about you. Pile number 3. And look here, this gives me kind of this energy of balancing act, dark feminine, light feminine, because this is like black cat energy. Recently also I did a video on this. If anyone's interested, I will leave a link down below. Black cat energy. But this is like light feminine energy of creativity, passivity, things coming to you. This is like taking action, being in control of, let's say, your sexuality, your power, channeling that. So you're balancing both the light and the dark. And this is not about the exterior. This is about internal energy. So you have kind of like best of both worlds, both working in your favor, and people are drawn towards you because you're looking your best. I'm feeling good on the inside and outside. There's just this energy of creativity, but also channeling that creativity into creating something. So moving forward in life, there's glow up energy for sure with this pile. Okay, let's just keep it like this. So yeah, that was the reading for you, pile number 3. Let me know if it resonated or not. You can watch the extended on how you can enhance your charisma. I think it would be relevant if, let's say, you resonated with some of the reading and you're like, okay, I don't feel like I'm there yet. So you can use that video as guidance on how to enhance your charisma. I will leave a link along with the timestamps. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you would join the membership. It would help support the channel. Engage with the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, give me some feedback. If you want to book a personal reading with me, everything will be listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.